Just short of 560 acres of infields, meaning inside of the oval. Anybody who is in here and they need any medical attention, we're there for them. And on the day of the 500, that is more than 320,000 people. Think about the city of that size and how many different emergencies would normally happen in people, right? So diabetic emergencies, strokes, heart attacks, all the things that you would see typically in an emergency room, we see them here.
Probably the most common thing we see are injuries, slip and falls, people hurting their ankles, hurting their elbows, something that happens after a fall. Depending on the weather, if it gets pretty hot and humid, we obviously see a lot more heat injury, and then things that come with people having a good time. We certainly see that on race day. Where we are now is actually where any injured driver would go. On the other side of the wall is where fans and spectators and anybody else would go for any care.
This is kind of our primary spot where we'll treat most of our patients. This is where we have our wound cart, our eye care, our eye wash station, which interestingly enough becomes quite useful in a setting like a racetrack. We have our initial airway stuff here as well, and then we have IV supplies. This is the area where we have somebody who we know is already critically ill. We need to stabilize them before transfer. We will preferentially put them in this space. Gives us more room to work around, allows for more people around it. However, if somebody was in one of these beds and they rapidly decompensated, we can start treating patients here as well. This is our optometry office, so as part of IndyCar Care, all of our drivers have access to an IndyCar optometrist who also ensures that their vision meets the IndyCar standards. We have the strictest standards of all racing series out there.
As it's time to start going on track, we'll all suit up, put on our fire suits, get all of our gear, and get ready to go. You'll be out here watching the cars, making sure that you're responding to everything. If you're in the pits, making sure everything stays safe. There's a lot of sharp things in the pits. There's a lot of fast things in the pits. There's a lot of things that can catch on fire.
Not only do we have this hospital running, it's probably the second or third busiest hospital in Indianapolis that day, but we also have a fully functional hospital over at the Snake Pit area as well.
The Snake Pit is the EDM concert that is set up in Turn 3. It starts promptly at 7 a.m. It caps at about 21,000 people or so. Our main goal is not only providing good care to all of our patrons and drivers, but also making sure that we do not lean into the 911 response of our community outside of the IMS, because life goes on. We are meant to be self-sustained. There is ways for us to call for help if we need help. It's a Frankenstein model of response, and it is lots of partnerships. It takes a village, and everybody works together really nicely.